All right, welcome to Two Guys, One Take. My name is Noah, and that is Turner, and it is trade deadline day. It's over. The trades have happened.
hmm
There was a lot of them at the very
hmm
end. It was pretty quiet. I thought there was going to be more starters dealt. There wasn't. The Pirates were busy selling.
Pirates were busy, also selling.
Pirates were busy selling. Yeah.
I was also surprised about the starters, especially like the most obvious one with Sandy staying. But who knows? I mean, we got rid of our big anchor, fucking David Bednar. How do you feel about David Bednar?
I'm excited to have Bednar in New York, not because I think he's like the greatest thing ever, but we just needed relief help so bad. So the fact that the Yankees went kind of all in only on relievers, getting Bednar, Jake Bird from the Rockies, and then finally Duvall, who I think is the best of the three from the Giants at the very end. I
hmm
like that the Yankees were honest with themselves that they probably weren't one big move away from being, a team that could win the World Series, especially with the Judge uncertainty. So the
Yeah,
fact that we got three relievers that are all going to be on the team this year and next year, and then for Duvall through 2027, like I can't complain, even though I wanted a starter. You got to be honest about the team. They're good, but not good enough, and they're probably going to stay that way.
yeah.
So, and one big move wasn't going to change that. So I was fine with it. Um,
hmm I feel like with the
and
Yankees,
was, yeah,
they're in that mentality of like hoping a starter can get them like 5 innings, and then hopefully by then they'll hit like six bombs and have the lead, and the bullpen will just
yeah.
do what they do.
And I'm excited to hear Aaron Boone tell me in a press conference that getting Luis Heel back is the same thing as trading for a starter at the deadline. I can't wait for that press conference when he gets up in front of everybody. This is going to be a direct quote. So just you heard it here first. First reported on Two Guys, One Take. Aaron Boone's going to get in front of the media and say, well, we did add a starter. We did add a starter deadline. Luis Heel is coming back on Sunday. So that's like adding a starter. I can't wait for him to say that. I think the price for
Mm.
Alcantara was too high. It sounded like they wanted Spencer Jones plus more.
Ooh.
As much as I'm nervous about Spencer Jones because I think he's such a hit or miss prospect where it's either going to be awesome or he's going to be Joey Gallo.
Yeah,
I do want to keep him so that we don't have no leverage when it comes to outfield, like negotiating contracts with Bellinger. If we like, because if we deal Jones, we basically don't have any way to replace somebody like Bellinger or somebody like Trent Grisham. Um, I don't want to be in that position, so I'm okay. I know Alcantara would have been awesome, but I'm cool with it. I was more surprised that Gallon didn't move than Alcantara.
hmm
Um, Seemed like Gallon was like available forever. Diamondbacks were open for business, clearly moving pretty much everybody but him,
yeah,
and he's going to be a free agent next year. So, and who knows? Maybe they think he's going to be back,
yeah.
and that's why. But I that was weird to me.
I mean, as far as starting pitchers, you name those two, but also like Dylan Cease too, where he's had like just another plateau kind of year. So I thought for sure he was going to get dealt, especially with the Padres like trying to make a run, but that was also
Yeah,
weird. And then my boy Mitch, Mitch is still on the team. He's still going to live in Paul Skeen's shadow. So thank you for keeping Mitch. But the entire AAA of the Pirates is going to be just completely over. They're going to be able to field a brand new fucking team tomorrow.
yeah, you
They're
guys are going to be dream team of minor leaguers.
yeah. I was gonna say we. I hope we bring all of those people up next year because we're still just absolutely pitiful.
Well, your owner came out and said, "Well, you guys just swept the Giants, so be careful.
That
Maybe
is
time for
true.
a run." But
That is true. But did you see the way we scored those runs?
yes, I watched every game because I watch a lot of Giants because they're just on late, and
Yeah,
so I watch a lot of Giants, and so I was like, "Oh, cool, Pirates too. I'll check in." Ugly games from both teams.
yeah. It's bad. It's bad. I think. every Pirates game, you're like, damn, this must be a pitcher's duel. It's like, no, there's the worst fucking blunders, and every team plays down to the Pirates level. I mean, we saw it in person with the Mariners. Just
Yep.
disgusting. They
Yep.
made
Uh,
Burrows look like fucking. I don't even know.
I
Like he
was
should have won a
looking.
fucking Cy Young.
They had me looking up Burrows on Max Preps. I'm like, how did I miss this guy? I did see your owner come out and basically say we want to build a winner around Paul Skeens, so let's get to it then. This offseason's got to be the offseason because
Yeah,
like clock is already ticking. You've got him under
yeah,
control for a certain amount of time. Let's get to it.
yeah. I don't know what they're doing with Connor Griffin either. Best prospect
Yeah,
in baseball right now. I hope they bring him up at least by the end of the year. Just give him some reps.
give him a
But
September call up.
yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Um,
Give him some at bats. I don't see why not.
Give him some
Um,
fucking ABs. But as far as like trades we're liking, what are you liking? Because I think I have my picks for who I like here.
I think my two favorite trades. I'll go. My number one favorite trade that happened is probably Suarez to the Mariners, which might be yours too. But I think it seems like he was a fan favorite. Like I end up seeing a lot of the like Mariners social media stuff because I'm in Seattle and I
Yeah.
go to games a lot. And it seems like they really liked him and didn't want him to be gone in the first place when they dealt him. So getting him back, I think signals that they're all in for this year.
Hmm.
They're trying to win this year and that they do listen to the fans. Like they clearly
Yeah.
wanted Eugenio. I didn't think it was going to happen because when they traded for Naylor, I was like, well, why didn't they do a big trade like with Eugenio and Naylor? But they ended up getting both anyway. I thought that was huge for the Mariners because what do we see every year with the Mariners? Awesome pitching. They never pony up for some hitting. And so
Hmm.
getting some bats in the lineup, I just think they're set for a good run, whether it's to try and compete with the Astros for the division or
Yeah.
stay in one of those wild card spots. I like the Mariners' chances to make a run after the
Hmm.
Suarez trade. So I liked that
No,
one.
I definitely agree with you. Because I mean, they got the rotation, they have the bullpen. Especially they have the bullpen to make a run in the playoffs, as we
Big
both
time.
know. Like if you don't have a bullpen in the playoffs, you might as well just fold. But
Yeah,
yeah, now they have the bats too. So I'm excited for them.
exactly.
I'm excited for them. But I actually have two that I like. I want to give an honorable mention to Willie Castro
Hell
being
yeah.
dealt to the Cubs. That's going to be sick because I like the Cubs weirdly, even though they're in my division. But
Playoff Willie.
you're playoff Willie. You're not going to like these two, but Dustin May to the Red Sox. I just reminded myself of who the fuck is in their bullpen, and or not in their bullpen in the starting rotation, and they honestly might have the best starting rotation in baseball now, especially with Giolito being
Pitching
good.
well.
Yeah, pitching well, and Garrett Crochet just being the weird fucking man he
Stud.
is. I mean, he's kind of he can be a little shaky, but he's still a fucking stud, and that's gonna kind of boost them into the playoffs if they make the playoffs. I hope they don't for your sake and your mental state. But
May
uh,
as well could be a bullpen guy too. Like if he doesn't in the playoffs, like if they do make the
yeah,
playoffs and he is not working out as a starter, I could see him like being a relief guy in the playoffs. That's good.
yeah. I mean, how can you not be a Dustin May guy? That guy's fucking sick with his orange ass hair.
He's awesome.
But he is awesome. But also, what was my other one? You're not gonna like this one either. But Cedric Mullins to the Mets. Big Cedric guy. I think it's gonna kind of get the bats going for the Mets. And if you see Cedric, Juan Soto, and the Polar Bear like back to back to back, I don't know what you do with that.
And he
So
plays good defense too.
exactly.
He makes awesome plays. He cooled off after a hot start, but I think being in a non everyday role on a better
Hmm.
team will probably have him feeling better, I think, at the plate
Yeah.
overall. No,
Uh,
as I hate the Mets, but I liked what they did at the
Yeah.
deadline.
It also makes me sad for the Orioles because I had such high hopes for them. I mean, but after Adley got hurt and rough start after that, and then Henderson too, just rough start.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they're finally starting to win, but it's just too late. They got to such a deep hole. I think next
Mm.
year they could be a team to watch.
Yeah.
They kind of are reloading a little bit here. They just need to spend some money, similar to the Pirates and some other teams out there. But
Mm-hmm.
um, my second trade that I really liked, and this was kind of a like a under the radar one that happened right before a bunch of trades happened, but I kind of liked the Merrill Kelly to the Rangers trade. The Rangers ballpark is like very pitcher friendly if you're a guy that lets people put it in play. The Rangers
Mm-hmm.
play really like good defense overall, and Merrill Kelly is a guy that wants to pitch to contact and go deep into games. They already had a pretty good starting rotation. I like that they were just kind of doubled down on that and added another guy. They're right back in the thick of the wild card race in
Mm-hmm.
the AL, right there with the Mariners. And so I think, if they wanted to compete, they did need to go out and add a little bit to keep up with Mariners, Astros, Yankees. So I liked that move for them. And I
Yeah.
liked it for Kelly to go continue to showcase, before he hopefully gets one more contract. He's got one more, probably one or two more good years in him.
Mm-hmm. And the second half
So
of
I
the
like that.
season has been just kind of really fucking weird, especially for the Yankees, man. Yankees are a
Yeah,
scary team to watch.
it's not fun to watch. I
No.
wouldn't describe it as fun. Most of the time I'm nervous, especially I'm really happy we added some relievers because every time we bring a reliever in, like Ian Hamilton comes in and I'm just like, "Oh my God." Like I'd rather do anything than watch Ian Hamilton try and get 3 outs right here. And who's the most reliable guy is Tim Hill, honestly. Tim Hill is the most reliable guy. You put a
Crackhead.
lefty, you put a lefty in against Tim Hill, and good luck, buddy. You
Dude,
got no shot.
even a righty, man. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? That shit
He's just a
is
weird guy.
being, yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
weird guy. So I'm
Just
happy they added relievers because it's not fun watching relievers come in and just be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
speaking of relievers, my one of my friends, a coworker, shout out Young Bull, but he went to a Mariners game, and you know who he thought he was like, that man, he's nice. It was Luke Weaver. I was like, yeah, that man is nice.
Luke is nice.
And
Luke is the man.
dude, he's like, Aaron Judge in person is like a fucking superhero.
He's
I'm like,
huge.
he's big on TV. And then he was like, yeah, him standing next to whoever was playing center field. And I was like, Belly?
Trent.
He's like, Trent. And I was like, oh yeah, Trent. He probably makes Trent look like a little fucking person.
He does because Trent's already kind of a smaller guy, but he hits bombs though. I love Trent. No, seeing Judge in person, we were walking when I went to see the Mariners play the Yankees, and I pointed him out to Kieran. I was like, he looks massive in right field. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? Um, so seeing him in person is always fun.
Yeah,
But so get well soon, Judge. Praying for you.
yeah, that's
Um,
tough, man.
we took 3 of 4 from the Rays, all without Judge. I feel happy about that. We have a
You
series with
should.
the Marlins coming up. I would like to take 2 out of 3 minimum in that series, but no Judge. We'll see what happens.
Is
And
that in New
then,
York?
no, it's in Miami.
Okay.
So return of Giancarlo Stanton to
Oof.
Miami, Big
Oof.
G. Uh, so I'd like to take some games there, and then it sounds like maybe Judge will be back for the Red Sox series in the beginning of August. So we'll see if that comes true.
Mm.
Um, the most surprising trade of the deadline for me was the Mason Miller trade. I know some people would say the Carlos Correa trade, but the A's were adamant that Mason Miller was not going to get dealt. They are not going to deal him. And the only team that was linked to him the whole time was the Padres. So I was kind of like, well, the Padres aren't going to just bid against themselves. Well, the Padres did just bid against themselves, and they gave like every top prospect, including the number 3 prospect in all of baseball, shortstop, to the A's for a reliever. I mean, a really good reliever, and
Mhm.
then a kind of an innings eating starter in JP Sears. Sounds like the Padres are going to try and have Mason Miller be a starter next year and just have a really good bullpen this year. I like the move for the Padres this year, but man, the A's are going to be good and like coming up here in the next like 3 years or so. They're
Yeah.
loaded.
I mean, especially with the new stadium, new fan base. Man, I don't even know if you want to call it a new fan base, but it is gonna be sick. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
Uh, like you said, my most surprising is definitely Correa, especially
Correa.
like last hour till the deadline, and they're just like, "Here you go, you can have him back." But
It was weird.
it is weird. I mean, he's not going to play short. There's no way.
He's playing third. They
Gotcha.
say he's going to play third because Paredes got hurt. He's out for the rest of the year, so they're going to have him play third, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Correa's been kind of slumping all year with
Which is
the Twins.
it's odd
He's
though.
only
I mean,
30.
yeah, that's so weird to think about too.
You would
Because
think
what?
he's like 45.
Because what? He's like, does he have 3 rings or 2?
Two, I think.
Yeah, which is crazy. But I don't know. The Astros are just a sneaky fucking team, dude. They're gonna keep winning ball games,
They're going to win the West again unless the Mariners go on a run.
which I'm hoping the
And
Mariners do.
I thought the Astros were going to get Cease. It was like all day everybody was like
Mhm.
Astros Cease. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It just never happened.
Yeah.
And they could use him. They could use another starter. So I thought that was weird. I thought for sure they were going to get him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. The Correa trade was very surprising.
I wanted to get your thoughts on the best team in baseball, the Brewers.
Not doing anything.
Yeah.
Them and the Cubs not really doing much. Like the Cubs added a reliever. They added Willie.
Castro. Yeah.
But like, and the Cubs added Soroka as a starter, and it's like, okay, cool, yeah, he technically is a starting pitcher, but like, if a team was going to go out and get like Sandy or Edward Cabrera or Zach Gallen or even Merrill Kelly, I thought it was going to be the Cubs. They kind of just sat on it, and so did the Brewers. And the Brewers and Cubs, you could argue, probably didn't need to add much other than a starting pitcher for the Cubs, but
Yeah.
Brewers could use a bat. You could always use another bat.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was a little bit strange that neither of them did anything.
Yeah. I feel like the Brewers were like not really expecting a whole lot out of the season, and then they started
Got hot.
winning. They got hot as fuck, sweeping the Dodgers, sweeping the Nats, and then they only dropped one to the Mariners. So I mean, they're like,
They took 2 out of 3 from the Cubs.
yeah. I was gonna say they're 9, not for the last 10, but there's a stretch where they were 9-1, which in
Yeah,
baseball
no,
is
they went on a
absolutely crazy.
crazy, they went on a crazy run, and so I was hoping they were gonna. I mean, it's the Brewers. So I knew they weren't gonna make a big move, but I was hoping they were gonna at least do something. They didn't do anything, and they
Yeah.
never do. Really, that's kind of just their thing is build from within.
Mhm.
I still think they're gonna win the division because I think the Cubs needed to add another like actual real pitcher, not Mike Soroka, and
Yeah.
they didn't do that. So they're still going to be operating with like Matthew Boyd has thrown the most innings he's ever thrown in his career. He's been awesome, but like you can't expect him to keep doing that
Mhm.
when this is the most he's ever thrown.
Yeah.
So I thought both of them needed to do more, and it seemed like they both had a little agreement where they were like, "Hey, let's both just not do shit, and we'll just try our best. Like, don't do anything crazy."
Yeah. We're getting down to the thick of it for baseball, dude. And I'm excited because that's the best baseball.
I'm ready
I think,
for some Padres Dodgers playoff series again. I need that because I think the
yeah,
Padres improved a lot today, and they're going to be getting O'Hearn, getting Mason Miller. I think they're just going to be exciting to watch.
yeah. And the Dodgers are kind of letting the wheels fall off a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of
Thing to see.
injuries. They seem a little unfocused. A lot of injuries.
Yeah. And Shohei Ohtani not remembering how to pitch too. I mean, you can't hate on Shohei, but
That's been weird.
you can always hate on the Dodgers.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's been
baseball.
weird though.
That's baseball. It's baseball. Transition to today, first day. NFL's
Let's
back.
talk football.
I've been waiting so long for the football season to come back, dude. And it's bad that I'm hyped for the preseason, especially tonight's game, but we're back, man. We're back and better
Oh
than
no,
ever.
Hall of Fame game is always the best because it's literally all just the third string guys every
Yeah,
time.
it's awesome. It's awesome. Is it going to be
We're gonna
third
get to
string? Or are we
see.
going to see some Trey
Oh
Lance?
yeah, I think we're gonna see some Trey Lance. I think we're gonna see some Hendon Hooker. Shout out to that guy, Tennessee legend Hendon Hooker.
Mm.
Um, I
I took
think
the
we're
over
gonna
because it was
see.
33. We're a lot of touchdowns. I want to see some
I have
touchdowns, man.
Chargers first half spread. I think they're going to play their guys longer. So
Hmm. That would be such a Harbaugh thing to do, man. He's got to come out firing.
I think he's gonna play those their guys longer, and then I think they're gonna put in DJ Uyunglele in the second half,
Ooh.
and then they're gonna lose. So I got
Ooh.
first half.
Okay. Did you take second half Cowboys or?
No second half Lions. Because I just if DJ Uyunglele is involved in the game, I just don't touch it. Period. That's just my that's
I
like
like that.
a principle of mine. Like if I was to
Hmm.
write down like my three principles of gambling, that would be one of them. Like if DJ Uyunglele has a potential to be involved, just don't do
Yeah.
anything.
I really like you saying that name too. You're pretty good at it, man.
Uyunglele.
Ungalagugale.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
but
that's how
this,
I like your over pick.
yeah, the 33 and a half, I mean, that just took me flashbacks to last year's Steelers. Holy shit, dude. Nothing makes me more excited than seeing a 30 and a half line for the over under and just taking the under.
31, 31 and a
31.
half.
31 and a
Oh,
half, man.
I'm the Undertaker. Trust me. I
Yes.
love a good under. Yeah, I
That
want to go
makes me so
through.
nervous. I'm so excited to get anxiety about the ridiculous fucking bets I have this year.
I want to go through the NFC, each division. I want to do who we think is going to win it, and we can talk about the odds, and then who we think is going to be in last place in the division and why.
Okay.
And I think we should start with what was the best division in football last year, the NFC North.
Let me pull up the odds real
Lions.
quick, just so we're on the same
Yep,
page here.
I've got them here. Lions are favored, um, plus 152, depending on where you're at for the Lions.
That was weird.
It goes Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears in terms of odds.
Oh my gosh. Can I please bet the Bears to get second? Because that'd be fun.
Second, exactly second.
Exactly second. Um,
No surprise,
is it
Lions
would it be
are
bad
favored.
if would it be bad if I said I think the Lions are gonna have a down year?
No, but I'd like to hear the case. Please
I don't
go
know. I
on.
just feel like, especially after last year, that was just crushing to the team and the morale. But I mean, they still have Dan Campbell, so I'm not gonna bet against Dan
Losing
Campbell.
both coordinators though,
Yeah,
Ben
that's tough.
Johnson, Aaron
And
Glenn, both gone.
that does hurt.
Team
Um,
is mostly still intact. Mostly the same O line: Amon
yeah.
Ra, Gibbs, Montgomery,
Hmm.
Goff, but completely different coordinators. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
how that goes.
I mean, I still think Dan Campbell's gonna have most of the say in what's going on, really, as far as like schemes and stuff, especially on the offensive side, because you know that man is a fucking psycho.
Decisions for sure.
Yeah, decisions, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers did something this year, man. I know your mother would hate that, but
Yeah,
let's. I'm
that
gonna
would
throw it
not
out
be a
there.
favorite.
I'm gonna throw it out there and put the Packers. I'm
Yeah, the
taking the
Packers winning the
Packers.
division.
It depends if what they do with the receivers, really. I like the receiving core. Big Jaden Reed guy. That man has got me so many fantasy wins as a late draft pick, but um, I'm gonna take the Packers, man. I
Pretty
don't
good
want to
odds.
take.
Plus 255 to win the division.
No, I don't want to take the clear cut one, man. That's too boring.
I am going to go Lions to win the division. I think they kept most of the team involved. This is a chalky pick, but they kept most of the team intact, especially on offense. I think they're going to be able to keep the train rolling offensively,
Yeah,
and I think they improved on defense as well through the draft a little bit. And so I'm going to go Lions mostly because I don't believe the Packers are good enough to win the division. I think they're good enough to make a wild card team and have somewhere between 9 and 11 wins at their peak. I
hmm,
don't think they can get to like the 12, 13 level that I think the Lions are going to be at.
yeah,
Um, so I think the Lions are going to win the division, but I don't mind the Packers pick because if the Lions do have a down year, or the division just has a down year, they could sneak in with like a 10 or 11 win season.
Yeah.
So I like it. Um, who do you have finishing in last place?
I'm gonna go Vikings. I don't think JJ
Me
has it
too.
in him. I don't think JJ has it in him whatsoever.
I'm so happy. We're on the same page with the Vikings.
Huge.
The Vikings are a good team.
Yes.
Like all around, they're a good team. I think this is going to be a tough start to the year, and I think it could derail from there. Like
Mm-hmm.
if JJ is, you don't see teams fall off from like a 13 win season that far really, but I think they will because I just had this vision of the season starting a little rocky for JJ. Like first 4 games, like 1-3, he hasn't been very good, and then like Justin Jefferson starts to open his mouth a little bit. Some of the offensive guys start to open their mouth a little bit. Starts to get a little bit rocky, and I just don't. I think it's a lot on the plate of a rookie. I know he sat
Yeah.
behind Darnold last year, but this is a team that expects to like compete for the division, compete in the playoffs based on
Mm-hmm.
last year, and I think this is a lot to put on his plate.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if he's ready. And the quotes coming from training camp, I know it's just training camp, but they're alarming to me. Like Justin Jefferson basically being like, "This is going to take time," and Kevin O'Connell being like, "Yeah, we got to be patient." Like, I
Not
just
some
don't,
shit you want to hear.
I just don't like hearing that. It sounds a lot like Drew Lock when he was with Denver to me. When Von Miller was like, "Drew Lock throws some of the best looking incompletions I've ever seen." I'll always remember that quote from training camp, and I was like, "The Broncos are going to suck," and then they did. So I feel like the Vikings are not going to suck, but I think they're going to be in last place in a tough division, like seven
Yeah.
wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
So
don't expect much from the Bears, but I do think they're gonna have a couple more wins than the Vikings. Um,
I think they'll improve from last year.
I what is the update on Addison too?
Jordan Addison?
Yeah,
I don't know.
didn't he get in some trouble?
Oh, like driving?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. They'll
Okay.
honestly every time I see something like that where it's like, oh, this name name an NFL receiver was going 100 miles an hour down the highway, I basically just am like, nothing's going to happen with that.
And then there
That's
was
going to
Henry
be
Ruggs.
that's different. If you hit somebody and they die, something probably will happen.
Something will.
So that's bad. But I agree on the
But
Bears.
he's
Just to
gonna.
quickly touch on the Bears, I think they're going to improve somewhere in the 9 win range. I think is realistic for them. That's not good enough to win this division, but it is good enough to be competitive late in the year, which I think they need.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
So I really need to look at the Vikings. What their win
to finish
over
in
under
last place.
for win over under for wins is.
I think it's something lower than you would think, like 9 or something like that.
There's
Let
no
me
way they're
see.
getting 9 wins, man.
Regular season wins. Vikings. They are at 9.5. So 10 wins. Can they get to 10? I don't think
No,
so.
no shot. Hammer
So
that under.
we like the
Let's.
Vikings under wins and to finish last place in the division.
This is when the community starts winning some money here.
Yes.
Listen to Noah. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Let's go to the NFC East next. I
Okay.
just think this is a really interesting division. I think you're going to be perplexed by my pick to win the division, but it's something that I really like.
I'll give my pick then. I don't think the Commanders are gonna have the year they did. Obviously with Terry McLaurin just coming out that he requested a trade. I'll
Hmm.
get that off my chest. The Giants aren't going to do anything because they're the Giants. Which leaves the boys, man. And the one thing I will say about the boys is I think they're gonna have a good year. I hate to say it because I just hated the Cowboys and everyone else should that's not a Cowboys fan, but I think the Cowboys are gonna have a good year. Especially signing my boy GP. Uh, their offense is just I think it's gonna turn around, really. I think Dak Prescott's gonna have a little bit more confidence throwing the ball. Yeah, I think the boys are gonna. I'll take the boys. I'll take the boys. That hurts me, but I'll take the
Jump
boys.
on the bandwagon. Go Cowboys. I have the Cowboys as well. We're aligned. Um, I think the Eagles are awesome. I think they're great. I think they cheaped out a little bit this year on the defense, and I don't think they're going to fall off a cliff. I think they're going to be really good again, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous about the continuity on defense and the coordinator thing again with them. Their offensive coordinator going to go take a head coaching job with the Saints, Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
Which Kellen, real
we
quick,
love
by the
Kellen.
way,
Oh,
what are you doing, Kellen? You should have just continued to be the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. You are in a dumpster fire in New
yeah.
Orleans. So, but I like the Cowboys. Plus 574 is crazy for them. I know they didn't have a very exciting offseason, and they're coming into the year with like the Micah Parsons drama.
Mm-hmm.
I think the offense is going to be awesome. If Dak stays healthy, good enough offensive line. Schottenheimer is going to give him an offense that I think is going to be comfortable. I think CeeDee Lamb and Pickens are going to work really well together, work off each other really well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Miles
I
Sanders
still don't
too.
love the fact that they don't really have like a like starting running back that like makes you excited a little
Yeah,
bit, but
Miles Sanders doesn't
I think
make you
it's
excited.
better. Not really, not particularly. Not a big Miles Sanders guy. I don't love that he was pushed all the way to like the third running back on the depth chart with the Carolina Panthers. So go ahead and miss me with that, Jerry.
Yeah,
But I do like the boys this year to win that division as like a sleepy pick. Um,
but you
last
also
place,
wouldn't be excited with the Eagles to do something because they're obviously the Eagles.
I'm nervous about picking against the Eagles because they are still really good. My reasoning for picking against them, honestly, could be disproven within 2 weeks if the
Yeah,
defense is awesome, and I could
yeah,
look like an idiot.
hmm
So I'm fully aware of that, but I
yeah.
just am kind of on the Cowboys train for this division,
I think
and I
Cowboys
think
to make the playoffs would be a great bet.
yes, I do think the Cowboys are going to be in the mix, and I think they're going to be in the mix to win this division because I just think the Eagles are going to have a tougher year this year. It's not going to be as smooth sailing.
Yeah,
Um, I think Jalen Hurts is like pretty particular about like what he needs on offense, and so for Kellen Moore to be leaving, for him to have another OC, I
hmm
think that's three OCs in 3 years. Like I just think he's it's just gonna be a lot.
yeah.
Um,
I've also seen a lot of
but
motion with the whole tush push thing.
yeah,
Obviously, they voted on it already, but heard a lot of people saying that after this year they're gonna have another vote and it's gonna be banned
gonna be
essentially.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's gonna be on their mind all year. They're just
it
gonna be
is.
like, this could be our last time pushing the tush, and I'm sad about it. So
Yeah,
that's another reason to pick the boys. I think last place for us is going to be aligned on this. Giants.
yeah.
We don't have to
I've,
say much. Russell Wilson was named the starter, and Brian Dayball is the lamest duck coach of all time. He is a dead man walking at coach for the Giants. When you go to Giants games this year at MetLife, your kid's going to be like, why is there an invisible hoodie down there? Oh, yeah, Brian Dayball's dead. He just coaches the team as a ghost. Yeah,
he's just
he already
there.
died.
He's just
They already
there.
took him out back and shot him, but they told him he could hang out for a year. So
He's a skinwalker. Someone's wearing his skin, man.
exactly. I don't know why he's still the coach, but
Yeah. I
whatever.
will
That's the
say,
Giants.
Giants, your rookies are going to be fun. Your team's going to be ass. Your rookie's going to be fun. Malik Neighbors is going to be really pissed off by the end of the year.
Good pass rush as well.
Yes.
Good pass rush. So I like that.
Oh,
And
yes.
I like that Jackson Dart said, I like the song Skrilla by Kodak because I also like the song Skrilla by Kodak. So
That's crazy. I was listening to that today. We're just so aligned
yeah,
today,
yeah.
man.
We are aligned today. Commanders, real quick, Commanders talk because we didn't touch on them.
Hmm.
I agree with you. They're going to be down a little bit from last year because I was reading, I think last year they converted like 82% of their fourth downs. That is not happening again.
Fuck no.
So I think a little bit of a step back. I still like Jaden Daniels to play well and for them to be a good competitive team, but
Yeah.
probably not at the level they were last year. So
No. And yeah, they're still kind of same with the boys as far as the running back aspect. They're still going to be a little bit shaky there too because
yeah.
they just keep signing that bald motherfucker, man. He's going to be in the league forever. He's going to be in the league forever. Oh, but I forgot about
All
Brian. I love Brian.
exactly.
Yeah, I love Brian.
Um,
Hopefully, Brian, after this year, he's like, damn, I want to go somewhere else. So that'd be cool.
classic.
Yeah. Um, but
NFC South?
yeah, I was also gonna say Debo's year there. Hopefully he can fucking
Debo.
pick up his
I
feet.
forgot about Debo. He's a big
Yeah,
boy, huh?
he's a
He's
big
a
boy.
he's a real big boy. I think
Chopping his feet, man. I don't know if you've ever seen his like workout videos. That man chops his feet like a motherfucker. He ain't going nowhere, but
big
he
time.
is chopping them. And Luke McCaffrey next to him should be fun year for him.
Yeah.
They're
No,
like, I
I
wonder
don't
who we
mind
should
it.
put our best guy on. Luke McCaffrey or Debo? Hmm.
Mm, yeah, and so the Terry thing, I guess we kind of brushed over that. Well, do you think just quickly to before we do NFC South, Terry, where do you think do you think they're gonna resolve this or do you think he's off? He's out
I
of
don't know
there?
how you resolve this because he literally went to the media because he didn't do this before. He was already talking to the media, but he actually just went straight up to the media and he's like, "I want to trade. Like I
Yeah, I
want
want out.
out." Which I mean, we've seen that before. I mean, we saw it with Miles Garrett, but that was such a Browns thing to do. Just give him the most money in the world.
Ever.
Yeah. I mean, we also kind of saw it with TJ. He didn't really officially request a trade, but he was either like, "I'm gonna get this money or I'm fucking leaving." So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame Scary Terry in any way. Like I think he kind of sees the writing on the wall too, where he's like, I want to be with a contender. I know he's not going to go to a fucking contender, but I think he knows that the Commanders aren't really going to do a whole lot this year. So,
I think he
and
also sees it as like I don't think it's that. I think he sees it as like, dude, I've been with you guys when we sucked. I was the best
yeah,
player. I was the only reason anybody
that's
was
true.
here. And now we're good. And because I'm 29, you don't want to pay me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm still good. Like, let
hmm
me see this out. We're good now. Let me play. So
yeah,
we'll
should be
see.
fun. But the best odds for Terry is the Patriots right now. It could
Ew.
be cool for the Patriots. It could be cool.
Would be good
It,
for Drake May, who I do like.
yeah, him and Diggs on that two seat,
Really
snorting that
good
pink stuff in
mentor.
the locker room.
Really good mentorship.
Yeah.
I can't think of two more different guys. Terry seems like a great teammate who is in bed by 9 and is a good guy, whereas Stefan Diggs, not saying he seems like a bad guy, but he
Mhm.
certainly seems like he has other interests outside of football and Bible group. So we'll see what happens with that.
Sounds like you don't like Stephon Diggs.
I like the idea of Stefan Diggs, and I'm happy that he's not anywhere near. He's as far away from Seattle as he could be,
Yeah,
which is
for sure.
great. I like him on other teams. I like to see him get mad and argue, but then I'm thankful that he's not on my team.
Yes, I agree. Um,
NFC
let's save.
South.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's save your division for last because
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna
we
be
have
the
to
most
save.
fun one.
I have to save that for last. So NFC
Oh
South
God, I'm looking at the odds too. That's
could be the
gross.
worst division, one of the
We'll skip
worst.
over.
It's either them or the AFC South. That's the worst division.
I'm
Um,
actually hyped for this. Yeah, this is gonna be sick.
I love some NFC South action
I
because
also do.
give me Panthers Saints on a Thursday night. I'm
Yes.
already betting that under, and I'm excited about it. Um, but I'll go first on this one. I like the Falcons.
Okay.
Give me Michael
Wow.
Penix. Give me my guy Raheem Morris. Give me Kirk Cousins as a backup, just sitting there pissed, saying, "Dang it, dang it." I don't know if you watch quarterback, but he's a really big
Oh
dang
yeah.
it guy.
Yeah. That
He's a
doesn't
big
surprise
dang
me
it
whatsoever
guy.
either.
He loves swag surf and he loves cookout in Atlanta. So shout out to Kirk Cousins for that.
Hmm.
But give me the Falcons. Give me Michael Penix. Give me kind of a new look offense for them, and I think the defense is going to be better. I picking up two pass rushers in the draft. I didn't like that they traded a first round pick next year for to get James Pierce, but I do like that they have James Pierce for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
um, I think the Falcons are going to win the division. It doesn't really have anything to do with me thinking Tampa's going to take a step back. I just think the Falcons are going to take that big of a step forward
Mm-hmm.
because the Bucks are still good.
Yeah.
So that's my thought
Uh,
process on it.
no, I like that. I'm a big Baker guy. I always have believed in Baker, especially the path he's had to his success and his failures. But I'm gonna go Panthers. I something I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling the Panthers this year.
Bryce,
I'm feeling the Panthers this year. I think Bryce has got a lot of hate in his life, and he's just so happy. I love seeing a little Bryce like media day, little
Little Bryce.
interview. He's so happy. But it's more just I think Tampa's gonna have an off year. I did like their signing of their rookie wide receiver. Well, two rookie wide receivers, but mostly Inamika Igbuka. Because with Chris Godwin probably not playing the majority of the season, I think it's going to be take him a little bit of time to get him involved in the offense. But that doesn't eliminate that they do have a very good backfield, especially with Bucky
Yeah.
having the year he had last year. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna ride the fucking Panthers, man. Why not ride the Panthers? You remember
The
when they
big
went to the
tech guy.
Super Bowl?
I do remember in Camden jump on the ball.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, now that you brought up that Super Bowl, hold on. Quick side note. I watched that Super Bowl while I was on my shift at Walgreens as a 16-year-old,
Wow.
and it was awful. One of the most boring Super Bowls I've ever watched, and I was just selling people cigarettes all night. So
Hey, that's crazy.
terrible.
On the sig grind.
I was having to sell people cigarettes all night. That was all I had to do.
Oh,
I was work.
I thought you
Oh
were
no,
slinging cigarettes from people
no,
and
no.
just
I was
chain
working at
smoking.
Walgreens.
That would have
I
been
would
way
work the
better.
front counter, and basically every day is just, can I get a pack of American Spirits? Yeah, sure. Here you go. That was
Here you
basically
go.
my day.
You watching the Super Bowl? Um,
Watching the Super Bowl exactly.
I think mostly the Panthers. They just have boys that I like. You know, I like Xavier Leggett. I like Chuba, and I like Bryce. What else
And
do I
now
have to
Tech.
say? Yeah.
Yeah,
What else?
I'm
What
worried
else do
about
I
the
have to say?
defense.
Yeah, that's. I think it'd be a good pick to take every game they play as an over, just because they could either score a lot or they could get scored on a lot. But don't be
Yeah,
surprised when the Panthers are winning some games.
when they start
All
out
you
hot,
guys are coming back to me and you're like, hey, what the fuck? Jonathan Brooks comes off of being his leg getting torn off and then reattached. Um,
and then retorn off again, and then back on again.
yeah, and then he becomes a defensive end because he's been eating too much South Carolina cooking.
Is he
But
on the Debo diet?
I wouldn't be surprised, man. He's still on his rookie contract, and how many downs has he played? Last year he played like what, half a game.
Yeah, and then he's left after that. So
He said,
I like Leggett though.
"Bye."
I like that you mentioned Leggett. He seems fun.
Yeah, I like
He
him.
said he eats like the crazy. He eats like the craziest shit. He eats like the weirdest, like raccoon. He said he ate raccoon before.
Oh yeah.
He's a
I don't
real
know if
southern
you
guy.
I don't know if you saw when they were in Germany and they gave him like a gift basket and they interviewed him while he was eating it. And he's like, I like that. I like that. Like, what'd
Did
you
you
eat when
see
you
him
get
at
here? He
the?
said, I got some chicken wings. Y'all put a little different twang in it. I like that.
Did you see him at the Hurricanes hockey playoff game? They had
Oh
him up on the
no.
glass, mic'd up, and
Oh
he goes
no.
every time they would come close to him, he'd go, "Oh my god!" It's just start, and like every time there was like a break in the action, he would catch his breath and he'd be like, "I like this sport, man. This is a good sport. This is good." I'm like, all right.
You can't hate him. You can't hate the Panthers.
No,
I don't
yeah,
give a fuck who you
no.
are. You can't hate the
I would
Panthers.
like the Panthers to do well. I'm just
Yes.
worried about the defense. That's all.
Yeah. And the Saints, you might as well just not
Pencil them
play.
in for last place.
Yeah.
Pencil in the Saints for last place. Awesome quarterback battle though. Quarterback battle for the ages. We got Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner, and who's
Shuck.
the guy they drafted? Shuck. Shout out to Tyler Shuck. He's from Scottsdale, so shout out to him. Um, Maybe him and Spencer Rattler, who's also from Scottsdale, can have a little conversation about going back home and being a quarterback coach because they are not NFL quarterbacks.
Fuck no.
They could run their own camp though. I'm sure they'll make a killing.
I love
Um,
just thinking of. Did you ever watch QB1
oh yeah,
and all of the QBs
Rattler.
and where they're at now? Rattler just not being able to play in the playoffs because I don't even know. There was so many rumors that he like hit a vape in class or something like that, or I don't even know what ever came out about
When
that. But
when I was living in Arizona, we actually became friends with some people that went to Pinnacle High School at the same time as Spencer Rattler, and
mm,
they had horrible reviews on him as a person. They said he was one of the worst people
oh,
that
I
they've
can
ever
imagine.
met. Just terrible guy to be around. So Doesn't surprise me that he's kind of struggled in the
And I
league.
love that
But
we documented the downfall of Jake Fromm forever. And then
Jake from State Farm
who was the guy that went to that school in Vegas?
to UNLV. Oh, that went to Bishop Gorman.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
forgot
remember
his
his
name.
name.
Yeah, sorry. That's such a
He's that
tangent, but
bad.
yeah, he
No,
is
he's
that
that
bad.
bad. So
That's crazy that Justin Fields is going to be the best quarterback out of that show.
still starting. So
Yeah,
shout out to him for that. But Saints, yeah, pencil them in for last place. They are going to be awful.
yeah,
Basically, the only reason to watch is Alvin Kamara, and I would like to say that I am worried, pre-worried going into the season for Chris Olave. He's had like a million
yeah.
concussions, and they're
I
just going
think
to
if he
keep
gets
throwing him
another
out there.
one, they have to medically retire him. There's no way.
Yeah,
Especially
I
the
thought
way that he has gotten those head injuries, dude.
they've
Like,
all been insane.
insane. Like, just throwing hospital balls and he's just knocked out on the field.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
guarantee,
Derek Carr for that,
yeah, I guarantee you they just have like a separate medical team just to
just
cart
for
off.
Olave.
Yeah, just to cart off a lot.
They're ready for Olave.
They have like
Um,
something ready on the jumbotron. It's like not again.
Please avert your eyes. This is bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
also
walking
sorry
CT.
before we this just came to my mind. But you saw the Justin Fields news about how he got like carted off the field.
Yeah, but he's fine apparently.
Did you see what injury it was? Everyone was saying lower leg, like oh shit, it's gonna be bad. It was his fucking toe, dude.
Yeah, somebody stepped on his toe
Yeah, it's like come on, man. Why are we don't
and
have
he
to
got
talk about
carted
the
off.
Jets every year. We don't have to.
The Jets, man. We'll get to the Jets when we do AFC, but they are, yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what to say about them.
I don't know what to
But
say
NFC
about them.
South could be one of the worst divisions in football, but I think the Falcons are going to win it. Saints going to be last place. You're on Carolina. We're both
Hmm.
not on Tampa, who's favored to win it. We're probably both going to regret that when Tampa wins the division again for like the 10th time in a row, but
Yeah.
who cares?
Who cares? Um, Now your division. I can lead this one off if
Yeah, lead the NFC West, why don't you? Tough division
really
to
tough
like
division to
figure
think
out.
about. Because no one's like clear cut, no one's like super good, no one's really super bad.
Yeah.
Um, oh shit, man. I'm gonna stay with the Hawks. I am gonna stay
To
with
win
the
it?
Hawks to win it. I know
Wow.
that doesn't surprise you. I hate the fucking Niners. I hate the Rams. I don't think the Cardinals really have it in them, especially when the new COD drops. But I think Sam Darnold's gonna actually have another good year. I know a lot of people aren't really not excited, but they're not hopeful, I guess, in him. Um, but I think him and Cooper Cup are gonna have a good connection, and I'm really excited. This is also someone I really like in the league, Jake Bobo. I don't know why
Jake Bobo,
he's just a nice guy, and I think he might have a good year if he plays, but
Lil
we'll see.
Bobo.
Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go Hawks. I'm gonna go Hawks to win it because I don't really like anyone else in this division,
You're gassing me up. Gassing me up. I would
as
love
I
for the
do.
Hawks to win the division, obviously. That would be fantastic. A little worried about just all the new faces on the team. I've been kind of saying on other like for other teams, it'd be unfair for me to say that, I think the Seahawks are going to be awesome right away when I've kind of been saying continuity is important to me on all these things. So a little worried, a lot of new with the Seahawks, like new offensive coordinator, new
Yeah.
quarterback, pretty much an all new receiving room other than Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Second year
And
head coach or
so
third year?
second year head coach. I do think McDonald has laid really good groundwork and the defense is going to be awesome.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I don't know if we're going to be good enough to win the division. But I do think this is one of those divisions where any of the four teams could win it. So if you're in the mix, that's all you can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, this kind of pains me to do, but I am going to pick the Niners to win the division
Ew.
only because this is a schedule. This is a schedule pick. They have the easiest strength of schedule. They also have the easiest travel schedule. Last year, they had one of the toughest travel schedules. They played multiple teams coming off of a bye when they were coming off of a Monday or Sunday game. And I think this year it's like flipped. They're like the opposite. They're the team that's coming off of a bye, playing teams that are, coming off of long weeks, and they don't have a ton of short weeks this week or this year,
Yeah.
and they don't have a ton of travel this year. So, and they also just play the easiest schedule. Like the NFC West plays the AFC South this year, and the NFC South. So that's, I just think it's going to be a little bit of a cakewalk if the Niners can stay healthy. Kyle Shanahan's a good enough coach to basically sleepwalk them to
Yeah.
12 wins if they play such a shitty schedule. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Niners are going to win it just based off schedule. The Seahawks play a cupcake schedule too, and so do the Rams, honestly, too.
Yeah.
So, I think any of these teams could win it, but I'm going to go Niners, even though it pains me to say. And yeah, for last place, I'm going to go Rams, mostly just because fuck the Rams. I hate the Rams, but also because I just think I think the defense is going to come back to earth a little bit. I also think I just have this weird feeling that Stafford's going to have a down year.
Mm.
I don't
I
know
don't hate that.
why.
I don't hate
I
that.
just think like something just tells me he's going to have a down year and get like dinged up a little bit and just be playing through a lot. I feel like that happens when older quarterbacks go through their last big contract negotiation. I feel like the next year is usually like pretty rocky, and I just see that happening for the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think the Cardinals are going to improve a lot this year. So
I
I
mean,
can't
they
pick them to be last.
they don't have a whole lot to improve on, but I have two things on the Niners. My one thing is I think Brock Purdy's going to have the most mid-year again. Um, and if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy, that's one thing. But if he has the same, like, not play, hopefully they don't
Yeah,
fucking come out with that he's not playing the day after I draft him in fantasy, because that hurt. And then also the wide receiver room too, with Juwan like kind of
that
being
makes me nervous.
iffy about if he wants to come back or not. Like I could definitely see him.
And
Uh,
Ayuk not starting the year.
exactly. And then I mean, is it Pearsall, Ricky
Ricky
Pearsall,
Pearsall.
coming
Hmm.
off getting shot and shit. So uh, and George going into his ninth year of the season or the ninth
And he
year
can
of
never
his
stay
career,
healthy.
he can never stay healthy. So I mean, I think it's one thing if they do stay healthy. I don't think they will be very good if they uh, do stay healthy or don't stay healthy. But if they do stay healthy, I think they could have a good year. Also, the defensive side, they did trade away a couple of their like best defensive players.
Fuanga
And
and
then who's the
Greenlaw.
DB? Yeah, who's the DB too?
Lenore?
No, I forgot who it was. Uh,
Well,
but
Fuanga played safety for them.
yeah, but whatever.
But
But also my second thing is the NFC West and then the AFC North. Those when you get a matchup in those divisions, you could literally bet one way or the other. It's 50-50. Doesn't matter if one
yeah,
team is like 6 games ahead or they haven't won a game. Like those games are always toss ups, and that's the
they're
one reason
also
that
even.
I yeah, that's the one reason I don't really like. I'm not feeling super bad about the Seahawks pick because
No,
I think they could actually do something.
I
And
think it's good. I think any team in that division could win it, including the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals really improved. I really liked their draft. I liked their draft last year. I like their
yeah,
defense, and I like Gannon in his third year as their coach. He's
hmm
really like started to instill, I think, like a culture. Like if Murray's healthy and just plays good enough, they could be good enough to win the division. The
yeah,
Rams, like if Stafford doesn't fall off, they stay healthy, they could win it. Niners, we already made the case, and then the Seahawks could win the division too. Any of those teams I just named could also get last place. Like I
exactly.
just think it's going to be one of those divisions where 12 wins you the division, and then the next team has like 10, and the next two have like 8 and 9. Like it's just there's
Yeah.
no bad teams
I mean, I feel like that's every year too with that division. And I always
every year with that division.
I love it when those teams go to Seattle and they're like, "Why is it so cold?" And it's like, "Well, because
Why is it raining?
where you're from, it is always warm."
Yeah. No, exactly. The only team that's even used to it is like San Francisco because it can get cold there for sure. But
Yeah, but not
the
Seattle cold.
not Seattle. But and I it always is funny when it's like a late season and Arizona comes there.
Yeah.
and it's not indoors and it's raining and they're like, what the fuck?
And then
Um,
you get a random Sunday night game where it's like 10 degrees and they're like, what the fuck? Because when it's cold in
Also,
Seattle, it is cold, man. With that
and it's raining
humidity
and it's
too.
windy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
bad.
annoying.
It's bad.
Um,
The
Trey
Chargers
Lance
scored.
touchdown.
Let's
Will Disley. Let's go. Trey Lance, baby. Trey
go.
Lance. I think we got to end it on that note.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing AFC next pod. Talk about the AFC divisions. Maybe do a little MVP talk.
Ooh. Fantasy.
Do some fantasy talk. And we'll start to dip our toes into, this will mostly be me, but college football talk because I'm a big college football guy. So,
You are.
um,
I'm gonna get into college football. I mean, I already kind of was in college football, but
be a real
it's
fan.
time. Are you still gonna be
Go
an
Char-
ASU fan or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASU's back. My wife went to ASU, so shout out to ASU.
Yeah.
The school I went to in Arizona didn't have a football team, so I was at ASU football games. Sam Leavitt, our quarterback, is from Westland, Oregon, so
Sick.
a lot of ASU ties. Go Devils.
Yeah. Okay. I might have you pick my favorite college football team this year. I think I'm
Ooh,
gonna
I
do
would
that
love to
every
pick
year.
it.
Just have Noah be my picker for my favorite college football team.
Tune in next week. I'm gonna pick Turner's team. I'm gonna do research.
It can't be a contender or it can't be a really bad team. It's got to be
No, it's got to be somebody who could make the jump into contender status, but
yeah.
it's a risk. Like it could be,
We're talking like
just
Boise
middle of the
State,
road.
SMU last year. One of
Oh,
those teams.
you want like a team that could make the bounce.
Maybe. Like they can win
I'm
their
thinking-
weird ass conference and sneak
Yeah.
in. Or did
I
they
want you
did
to
they
have-
restructure the playoff already? Or is
No,
that
they
next
haven't done
year?
it yet. They're trying
Okay.
to, but they haven't done
Yeah.
it yet. I want you to have a fun experience, like being a fan though. So I'm thinking like in my head, the first team that comes to mind is like South Carolina Gamecocks because
It's huge.
Lenora Sellers is going to
He
be
could be a
entertaining no
Steeler.
matter what.
He could be a
Could be a
Steeler.
Steeler. They also have an awesome pass rusher, Dylan Stewart. That's like a baller.
He could be a
Um,
Steeler.
Shane Beamer is a coach that I think you would like. He just
Should be
is
a
like a
Steeler.
lunatic on the sideline. Could be Steelers coach. So this could be the Steelers' future. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. But I'm gonna have to do some more thinking on what I think be a good team for you. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I want it to be totally different than your Steelers experience. Like,
Oh, please.
because if I
Like,
wanted it to be the
I kind
same,
of want zero defense and just all offense. Like we're
Yeah.
scoring probably 40 to 50 points a game.
I'm thinking I might have you on Baylor.
Ooh,
But
go
because
Bears.
I want it to be totally different. If I wanted to torture you and make you have the same exact team, I would say, dude, you should root for Penn State,
Yeah.
and you should just watch the game. And be like, every big game is like 17-10,
Yeah.
and they
Or-
just kill bad teams.
Like Iowa.
Or Iowa, yeah,
Mm.
or Nebraska.
Mm.
That'd be perfect. But
Wisconsin.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Put me in the Big Ten, baby.
Yeah. Okay, right now the first two teams that come to mind are South Carolina and Baylor, but I'm gonna think of like two more, and we're gonna figure this out.
I like it. Wow. Big
I'm
week
excited.
ahead for Noah.
Huge week ahead. That just took my whole weekend. Now I'm gonna be doing research. Nobody get their hands on this notebook. It's got trades, and now it's gonna have research. Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
But all right, we will see y'all next pod.
Yankees won too. Huge.
Go Yankees.
Huge. We'll see you next pod. Mean comments. Comment what team do you
Only
think.
mean comments.
What team do you think Turner's gonna like?
Yeah. What team for Turner?
And we're getting to the stage in the pod where we might have some guests. If people want to come on,
Football season will have guests for sure.
we definitely will. Could be fun. We'll see. You guys are gonna meet Devin for sure. We have to do that.
Fantasy football talk with Devin. Oh, I just thought of Devin's first segment. He's always a stud on the waiver wire after week 1. We got to have Devin on the talk waiver wire.
Or Nick. Nick, he's kind of a waiver wire. He's a guy.
Nick,
You know he's gonna draft Nick Chubb too, like 3rd overall.
with the he's going to be like, dude, he's with the Texans now. Texans
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah. That's so weird. But I love it.
I'm
We can
into
talk
it.
about that later. Alrighty. Well, peace everyone. Thank you.